Hey everyone, and I'm going to continue with the play series today. And thank you for tuning in as always. And I had a box that was sitting my leg under here. It was kind of annoying. So we're going to be like playing with the law of attraction. So the idea is we play with it, right? It does exist at its core function, right? Like attracts like. You see it with people dating. This is like the funniest thing. You ever notice when people date, they like start to look like each other over time and they like morph into this like sameness? It's not like if you look at people like the nerds are dating the nerds with glasses, and not always, but like, and then you have the jocks dating the people that this way, and like life happens that way. And it's not always, obviously, it's more vibrational, but it's just hilarious. Spiritual people are dating spiritual people. Like, this is how we want to date. So from this state, we know law of attraction is a real thing. So that, and it's a scientific thing. I mean, physics shows that the observer of the experiment affects the experiment's outcomes. In that case, we know that there's something going on. And I saw it even when people had low self-esteem, they would attract people that would beat them down. When I was a therapist, like there's so many different evidence, so much evidence of it. But playing with it, because we take it too seriously, especially in the spiritual world. You know me, I don't want to take anything that seriously. And it's like, I got to attract the most perfect reality. And then it becomes almost this like beating yourself up game of law of attraction. Oh, something bad happened to me. I must not be in positive state or high vibrational being. Trust me, if you're listening to this and you're watching these videos and you're here, your vibration and your level of consciousness is higher than 90% of the people. I like football. I watch it sometimes. But 90% of the people are drinking beer and watching football this weekend. Not 90%, but a lot of people. And a lot of people are upset about the political climate and messaging people on Facebook still angry. A lot of people still get homeless people and say, oh, they just need to get a job. Like, it's that simple. Like, this is the consciousness of a lot of the people on this planet. Like, so you're higher up. Like, your vibration is higher than most people. So if something bad happens in your life, it's not because you're such a low vibration. Like, that's not the case. So one, that's ridiculous. You're playing this game at a high level. Just the fact that you know law of attraction exists makes you more conscious than most people. Most people don't listen to stuff. You might know them or see them because you're connected with them. But really, overall on the planet, most people still think working really hard and putting effort in and having goals is going to get you to your achievements, right? Which we know isn't the case because coal miners are poor as heck and they worked hard. The hardest workers probably ever. And they made the least money, right? The fat cat was making all the money up here. Now, he wasn't happy either because he's taking advantage of people, but that's the thing. So we play with law of attraction because it's a game. It's fun to see what we can create, see what we can attract, see what we can manifest through Kailegoing and visualizing, and then see if it can come. It's fun. It's like you play a board game and you roll a dice to get on a certain square. Like, you don't get upset if you don't get on it. It's just a game. You're playing and you're just wanting to win the game at some point, right? It's not that, oh, I lost the game, so I'm a bad person, I'm a low vibration, and, oh, I'm not doing good enough. You're going to die and reincarnate. You'll be fine. So that's the first thing. We play with it. So what are things we can do to play with it? One thing you want to do with law of attraction that I love, and I got this from Matt Kahn teaching, but I've gotten it too, is switching things up. So it doesn't mean you have to like go overseas and travel. You can definitely do that. But little switches in your day create presence, which will create a better attraction. So if you're driving to work or walking to work, take a different way. I know I have like 4 different ways to go to work or to yoga or whatever I do, and I do it a different way. When I go to yoga class, I'll set up my mat in a different spot. I will get there early, then get there just on time. I will do as many different ways and switching it up. I'll cook different food that I haven't cooked. I don't cook the same thing over and over, even though I make tacos a million times, but I'll change up a little bit. And I like house music and certain electronic music. It's like the old school kind. A little change makes a big difference. Like a little smidget. If you ever painted or did art or played any games or one die roll makes a difference. Inches make a big difference. So little changes is a big thing. That's how I like to play with it. Playing with small things can I get someone to give me a free orange? I don't know, or free cup of coffee, or can like playing with things that are normal, right? Everyone wants to manifest like $1 million and a mansion and a Lamborghini and a hot man or woman that in a best relationship. Like there's a lot of resistance to those manifestations. My hand, resistance, but there's very little resistance to getting an apple, right, or something like that. And have fun with those manifestations too. Someone just being nice to you on the street and smiling. I had a guy nod at me and smile at me at the grocery store. I was like, yeah, he knows what's up. Like we're just acknowledging each other's brilliance, right? That's a manifestation. Everything's a manifestation. Everything's law of attraction. From your parking spot, every little thing. So you can just celebrate the small ones, and that leads to bigger ones. In permaculture, we call this, I forget what the ethic, it's momentum. So basically, I forget the ethics I would call it. You want to have little wins to build up. And that helps. So with finances, I think that's huge. If say you want to make $1 million, hey, you've ever made $800 in a week, make 800, manifest that. And then you get that, and then it builds you up to the next. No one usually goes from 0 to $1 million. And if you do, you're going to lose it. It's not a great way to go. So those two things to play with. Switching it up, little manifestations, I think are really, really awesome. So I'm going to leave you those two for these two videos. I want to keep on going, but I'm going to make more videos about law of attraction. So we're going to do play to law of attraction effortlessness. I'm going to talk about that for the rest of the videos in the 60 days, which is getting close to being done. Awesome. I'll see you then.